You know what they say about history. If you don't learn from it, you're doomed to repeat it. And Jordan and Savannah did not want that to happen. They couldn't bear to have history repeat itself. So, when they took the floor against the Las Vegas Aces in their court, they were gonna make the biggest statement of the entire season.
Huge next two games for the Liberty here with the Aces and their home turf. The Liberty couldn't get the victory in their home turf in the Barclays Center. But the Aces are the top team in the WNBA right now. Top of the entire league, with the Liberty second in the Eastern Conference. So, you know, they're still in a good position, but these two games are gonna hold some weight, definitely. I mean, every game does, but you know, against the best team in the league, you know, a couple losses would definitely help the Liberty going forward. There's Jordan with a wide open three, and she drains it. She passed it to Savannah there, and Savannah passed it right back and had the wide open look. Jordan unfortunately moves back court on accident. She tried to turn it around. Unfortunately forces the turnover. The last game versus the Aces was a score of 80-70, with the Aces winning that game. It was just sloppy basketball. It was just a bunch of turnovers and just not capitalizing off of the turnovers that the Liberty were getting. But they're getting threes to drop. Or at least the wide open threes that should be dropping. We made a couple adjustments to the sliders. I have custom sliders that I got from this one person on YouTube. I'll have to find his YouTube channel or the link to his video. I made a couple adjustments to it because I felt like that people weren't making threes that they should have been making. And I'd like to be a little bit more realistic. Like, you know, Jordan should be making threes, and Savannah should be making threes, especially wide open ones. You know, and so we had to make a couple of adjustments both on the CPU and user side. And I like to go off of the real player percentage, meaning that I like it to be more reliant on the players instead of the shot timing, because if you're really good with the shot meter, you can easily time shots. Easily enough to make it almost every time. And that's just not realistic, so Liberty getting a good lead, 15 points, as I think Jordan has all 15 of them. So, from the three balls and stuff. So, you know, Savannah and the rest of the team gotta get some work done. She's gonna make the three there. She had somebody in her face. Wide open three. Yes, it's made.
Timeout, Liberty.
The Liberty have a 10-point lead. This is a good run that the Liberty are on right now. A 10-point lead. Yes, they gave up that three, something that they obviously didn't want to do there, but they got quite the lead here right now. Passing it back. A constant pass back as Jordan again gets a three to drop. They got to play defense here. Got to play defense. Kelsey Plum with the three ball. And so, you know, with these sliders, I wanted the computer and myself to actually have a chance at making threes like this, you know. Obviously, Jordan's wide open right there. That's going to be money every single time. You know, but she would be missing threes like that, where it's wide open. And chances are, you're not always going to make wide open threes, but, you know, most of the time, you should be able to, you know? Especially if the person is a good three-point shooter anyway. You know, and both Jordan and Savannah are, so...
Williams.
And I tried to, you know, make their builds realistic, like giving them badges that they would have, you know. But they obviously didn't play too well enough to get drafted. And, you know, we've seen a lot of times in many, many different sports where undrafted free agents end up surprising a lot of people. So, you know, I mean, some of the best Patriots were undrafted, you know, and so... You know, or they have what's called, you know, sleeper draft picks. You know, people that don't necessarily think are going to be good, and then they turned out to be good. So, you know, you also have those too as well. But Jordan and Savannah, they were undrafted. And well, Savannah had a losing season in her rookie year, and then Jordan and Jordan and Savannah ended up on the New York Liberty last season together, where Jordan won Rookie of the Year and MVP in that same year, both awards, going all the way to the finals to lose to this team right here, the Aces, 3-1. In the best-of-5 series.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Get ready for the Deer Squad.
As the Liberty carry a 10-point lead into the second quarter, we simulate to the end, and it appears that the Liberty have just taken over. Knock on wood there, you know, there's at any point, you know, the Liberty could squander this lead. They have before. Candace Parker, the real-life WNBA MVP. Savannah and Jordan convinced coach they needed somebody on the interior, somebody that could get boards and get possessions and start the fast break. And you know, having somebody as big and powerful as Candace Parker is, you know, that tall, powerful interior defender, and somebody who can get boards and crash the glass, as they say, and be able to, you know, start possessions. You know, it's good to have, you know, somebody on the interior that can, you know, be a defensive maniac, but also, you know, help when necessary in the defensive rebounds. I mean, Savannah, she's gotten some defensive rebounds, but, you know, Jordan, obviously, being a smaller in stature, she's, you know, it's a little bit tougher for her to get rebounds. And there's Candace Parker right there with the drop in. And this is a little bit of a revenge right here. We've had games where they've been 20-point deficits and crazy stuff like that. So
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
You know, and this is only halftime, though. We've carried leads into halftime and we've lost them. So,
Williams.
and again, you leave Jordan wide open. That's a bad idea right there. Terrible idea. Absolutely terrible idea leaving Jordan wide open like that. And the Liberty take a timeout here, but you know, just before the half, Savannah with the inbound. Oh, tried to get it back to Savannah. Turnover there.
It'll be a turnover. Aces ball.
Aces ball still after being touched by the Liberty, out of bounds. Kelsey Plum being guarded by Savannah. Kelsey gets the jumper to go, gets that to go. Despite the good defense there by Savannah, sometimes, you know, even that's not enough. You gotta... Good defense there by the Aces. Jordan's gonna pop up a three. Unfortunately, can't get that one to go. She had to shoot it at some point. There was 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and sometimes you just gotta take a shot. Might not be the greatest in the world, but sometimes you got to. Rebecca Allen with the ball now. Savannah with the ball, and she passes it to Jordan. Jordan drains another three. Almost 30 points. What a statement right now in the first half by the Liberty. And the fade away there. This is a big statement right now with the Las Vegas Aces in their home turf. The Liberty have a commanding lead going into the half. Jordan with 39 points, 1 assist. Unfortunately, no rebounds, but she has been balling out. Landing 3 balls. And sending the Aces a message saying that we're still here. We could definitely see a rematch of the WNBA Finals of last year. With this team still performing well, with the Aces still performing as well as they have. We could definitely see a rematch final soon enough, so we'll just have to wait and see exactly what happens there. Gotta shoot it. And Jordan still connects with it somehow. Jordan performing really well. I'll keep allowing 2 points all day as long as Jordan keeps doing this, as she lands another 3. The Aces, their defense is just crumbling. Oh, ankle breaker. Savannah got her ankles broken. That didn't look good there.
2 points for Williams. The assist by Chelsea Gray.
Oh, good bat down. Oh, but the Liberty get lucky there.
Liberty substitution. Sabrina Ionescu.
As the Aces were the last one to touch it. And still Liberty ball. Jordan again with another 3 ball.
For 3.
And the Aces with another 3 ball of their own. But this is just a onslaught of offense. A definitely huge change of pace than we're used to seeing with the Aces.
Williams.
And another 3 to drop for Jordan. You can't leave her any room, any type of space like that.
2 points for Williams.
Any type of space like that, she's going to take advantage of it. Candace, passing to Jordan, and Jordan again drops the 3.
3.
It is a wild game for Jordan right now, as she is definitely balling out. The baller is showing why she is called that name and why she has earned that nickname. If you leave somebody wide open, that's exactly what's going to happen. What a pass. What a heave of a pass there all the way down the court. Surprised that didn't get turned over.
Shoe. Timeout. Assist goes to Williams. Timeout.
And the Aces got to call a timeout.
Get ready for the Dance Squad. In for New York.
One of the main issues with the Liberty last season was, when they had big leads like this, they were being called off. You had Jordan Williams and Savannah Williams being called off of the floor way too early. And I understand, when you got the 4th quarter and you got a decent lead, of course, like in any NFL game, when you got a decent lead, 30 points, what have you, yeah, you're not really going to care too much to play the whole game, unless it's a playoff game, that is, But if you still got 2 quarters to play and you call somebody off and, you don't have like a commanding lead or there's still plenty of time left in the game, why call your best players off? And, that was a issue with the coaching staff.
Williams.
Excuse me, Jordan had many issues with it. 60, almost a 60-point game for Jordan. This is quite the turnaround for Jordan here.
Candace Parker. Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
No sympathy there as Candace couldn't quite get the finger roll to go. And the Aces are still fighting. But the Liberty can't take their foot off the gas pedal as Jordan's going to charge in there. Can't get the layup. She had a straight shot to the basket and went for it. Couldn't quite get it. Now they're starting to watch Jordan now. Starting to make sure that Jordan can't do. She's been doing to them all game. And that's this, getting buckets. Oh, no, unfortunately. Jordan can't get that one to go. Candace with the persistence to get those 2 points on the inside. Good poke away by Jordan. Jordan getting the steal there. Jordan playing good defense here.
Shooting for Las Vegas, Hamby.
Jones getting the foul. But this is exactly the kind of game that the Liberty need right here. They needed to make a statement to the Aces, and they have. And on their home turf, nonetheless. They made a statement today, telling the Aces they are here to stay.
For 3.
We'll see if they can still continue this onslaught. Try and earn a spot back into the playoffs. And I think it's safe to say that with the way the Aces are performing this season, that, well, they are going to make the playoffs. So we definitely might see a rematch of sorts. Within the playoffs at some point. So, you know, if we see a rematch, I guarantee this is going to be a lot of a way different Liberty team. You know, if that rematch happens to happen. Wilson losing the ball there. Kelsey plumb wide open for the 3. And Jordan was trying to get the ball, you know, from poking away, but trying to help her teammate get the ball there. But you know, I think what she really needed to do was just keep her assignment in check. Kelsey Plum again with the 3, and Jordan just can't allow that to happen. 18-point lead, but Jordan keeps turning it over here. Definitely not helping as the Aces continue to pour it on. But I think it's safe to say that despite, you know, a couple of the mistakes towards the end here, I think it's safe to say that the Liberty got this down pat here. I mean, it's more than 20-point lead. It's kind of hard to F it up at this point.
Williams.
With Jordan still dropping 3s like that. And with the defense that she's playing, you know, it is absolutely, without a doubt, scary here. To come into the home turf of your mortal enemy like this and essentially be the kryptonite of this super team in the Aces. It's great. for the Liberty. This is absolutely fantastic for the Liberty here. Second chance points and a 3 automatically. Jordan still playing lights out. Savannah not on the court with Jordan, but Savannah did a great job too as well. And Jordan balling out again with another 3. She continues to make a statement here with the New York Liberty in the home turf, the Aces, the team that eliminated them in the playoffs and crowned themselves champions. Former champs here getting absolutely decimated in their home turf.
Williams.
And again, Jordan continuing to drop 3s.
Backcourt violation. Aces ball.
Backcourt violation.
Jordan's foot, I believe, was on the backcourt line.
That's the end of the game. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting your team. Please make
And
sure you
the
go
Liberty
and
are going to win this 112 to 83. A commanding victory as the Liberty make a statement to the Aces.